Hello, everyone, and welcome to Vtv4. My name is Vivian Anita Alexandru, and I am an independent journalist from Denmark. I am educated school teacher, elementary school teacher in English, French, and religion. And I am also chairman of the political party, the Community Spirit Party for Freedom. It was previously called the Community Spirit Party because I am from Denmark. And when our Prime Minister, Mette Frederiksen, illegally shut down the country because of the acclaimed COVID-19 virus, I believed her. I believed that the government was attempting to protect us against a deadly biological weapon. And so I created this political party in order to help people protect themselves. But I woke up by brutally being arrested. And I experienced that a couple of months later. I got charged with terrorism because I shared a picture of a burning doll that resembled our prime minister. And that's just a short backstory before we go into the assassination, the attempted Donald Trump assassination. Um, I would like to first begin with just shortly introducing to you the story of the burning doll, where I was charged with terrorism, as I told you, because I shared a photo of a burning doll. I will show you now a Danish site, and as I told you, I am from Denmark, and the main focus today is to present to people a debate. I have asked each and every person that believes that the Trump assassination attempt was fake to join the debate, especially if they thought it was fake. But no one has accepted my offer. So if someone has the courage to talk about the attempted assassination, you are welcome. And if you only speak Danish, I can translate it, and I can also translate it if you are from Romania and only want to speak Romanian, because I'm also from Romania. I was born in Denmark, but from Romania. So let me just first introduce to you my backstory here, just shortly. As you can see here, this is a Google search. Branddukke Vivian is in Danish burning doll. And here you can see it says Vivian got arrested for threatening Mette Frederiksen. Mette Frederiksen here is our prime minister. Now she wants to go into the city council. And this is the burning doll in what charged with terrorism for. It was burnt on January 23rd, and it was arranged by the group Men in Black. And what I saw was that three men were charged with terrorism, where they were supposed to be in prison for 16 years, actually, because the paragraph of 113, which is a terror paragraph in the legislation, is one that gives 8 years of imprisonment if you threaten someone from the Danish embassy. But because of the corona legislation 81D, it would give double the sentence. And when I shared a photo where I used it as a cover photo on Facebook, the police the day afterward came into my home, took my computer, took my phone, and said that I was charged with terrorism. It says here, charged in Dole case, I have not threatened Mette Frederiksen. And just in comparison, I like to show you that Trump had a doll that got burned. Here you can see a Google search. Which I can find yeah, here we've got the Google search. Wait a moment. I'll just show you here how in Denmark it was a terrorist attack to have a photo that resembles the prime minister, a picture of her face put on a doll and then getting that burned was a terrorist attack. And here you see we've got one. Is it a book? Is it a YouTube video here? Wait a moment. Um, well, I have never heard that anyone has gotten charged with terrorism for burning. Isn't it an aim at his head? Let's see here. A giant Donald Trump effigy burned in England's bonfire night, also known as Guy Fawkes Night. Bonfires and fireworks light up across the country. Yes, this is the 25th of November, where I also have burnt a clown doll to begin with the first year after being charged with this terrorism. Yeah, the ridicule of this man knows no limit. Um, people the woke society allows themselves to ridicule and also threaten him with his life. Look, here these doors of Donald Trump just being burned. Yeah, but no one is getting charged for with terrorism for those doors. Only me here in Denmark. We have a prime minister, Mette Frederiksen, who is also very woke, which where they threaten their political opponents. Oh, didn't you see it? Let me just add it to the stage. I'm sorry, I thought it was on. Yeah, look here. A giant Donald Trump doll burned on England's bonfire night. And yeah, the 25th of November is Guy Fawkes night, where where they make these dolls that get burnt. Here in Denmark, we have Sankt Hans, where we also burn dolls. But as I remember, it's in February or March, I think. I don't remember the exact date, but here we have Donald Trump also with a bullseye on his forehead, as you can see, getting the image of being shot presented to the public without any terrorist charge. So here in Denmark, we are quite sensible as a government in regards to having doors being burnt that resemble our prime minister, but when it's Donald Trump, people don't care. He's been ridiculed. He's been attacked. He has been through a lot. And recently, actually 2 days ago, he got shot, an attempted murder. Um, and it was on my wedding day where I got married to my wonderful husband. And what I like to go through with you is if no one has the courage to stand up and debate me, then I'll just present, so to say, my side of the story or what I am thinking is the cause of what happened. Some people say it's fake all the way through, it being like ketchup, what he had on his face. Also, because there's a reason why I have this white shirt on, is um, is because they think because he didn't have any stains on his white shirt that it was completely fake. But logically, he got shot around his ear. He bowed down. It isn't necessarily a sure thing that he would get any blood on his shirt. But let's start out by watching the assassination um, attempt, because I think that's the most important part. It was um, it was a young man. Let's just see. Can you see? No, you can't. Let me show you. Share screen. His name was Thomas Matthew Crooks. And the interesting thing is that after the attack, immediately after the attack, he got shot. And usually you would pacify a sniper and have him be arrested and interrogated in what the connection was, why he did what he did, and if he had anyone he was collaborating with. Because something I find interesting is that he is a high profile person, former, in some ways current president, because he's much more capable than Biden ever will be. But this guy was allowed to be up in the roof minutes before it happened, where people were shouting to the police that he was there. But let's see what CBS, the mainstream media, says about what happened.
Take a look at what happened.
Secret Service agents swarmed former President Donald Trump and rushed him off stage after a gunman fired shots during his rally in Butler, Pennsylvania.
We had what we're calling an assassination attempt against our former president, Donald Trump. It's still an active crime scene.
Trump said he was shot by a bullet that pierced the upper part of his right ear. On his Truth social media platform, he wrote, quote, "I knew immediately that something was wrong and then I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin."
Before this message, what he says is, "I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania, sorry. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolence to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. Much bleed," and then after what is being said here, "much bleeding took place, so I realized then what had happened."
A New York Times photographer captured this image of what appears to show a bullet racing by the former president's head.
Did you see that? So, is this the bullet? This might have been the bullet.
The FBI identified the gunman as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks.
So this young man, Thomas Matthew Crooks, I haven't seen this video till the end, but what I know from other media is that he might have been Antifa. And if that's true, if we have to do with a young person who is so woke that he tried to kill Donald Trump, then we have a serious problem in our principles. It is an important fight to fight for the liberty of speech, to be different, to have opposing opinions without someone getting shot. But as Tom McDonald says in his amazing video, which I will end the live with, he says that thank God that the lefties don't know how to aim, and that the right don't make riots and aren't. And I mean, he says something in the he says something like, "Freedom isn't afraid of violence," but what is important is that people have argued against me saying that Donald Trump was too brave, too he didn't have any fear, he was too courageous in order for this to have been real. But is a person really in the need of being scared in order for people to believe them? In my case with the burning doll, where I got charged with terrorism, if I had been afraid, would people have believed me more if I had apologized and by being scared of the consequences of what I had done? Would I then recognize it as being a mistake, even though it wasn't? It was free liberty of free speech. Like, any other person, we should all be able to share a photo of what has happened. Well, no, because he isn't supposed to act afraid or be scared in order for you to accept them. You have to accept him as being a courageous man who says, fight, 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 after getting shot because he survived. It was, in my opinion, a total miracle. And the fact that it happened on my wedding day is even more of a miracle, because I will always remember a connection between what you might understand the code when I say 17, because I would get deleted on Facebook if I said it directly. But there is a team that spiritually supports us, and I think it's led by Jesus and God. And that was what happened to Trump as well. But if this young man was a woke Antifa, then the lefties need to restrain themselves. They need to control their need for using violence to control other people, and the whole world needs to wake the fuck up and stop being so woke. We won't change children's gender. We won't have a climate narrative that makes us unable to run cars. And we will not have a society where immigration is destroying a Western country. The list is long because we won't get this acclaimed COVID-19 vaccine. We won't have the mandates, and we will fight for our freedom in the name of Jesus and God. Amen. So let's hear more about this young Thomas Matthew Crooks. By the way, I think we have a repetition of what happened to John F. Kennedy, that this might be an inside job of this young man being supported by higher powers, but let's see what the mainstream media says.
Of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. They say he fired shots from outside the secure cordoned area of the rally, atop an elevated structure.
He starts shooting. Bow, 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 bow. About 4 to 5 shots rang out.
Law enforcement converged on Crooks' family's suburban Pittsburgh home overnight.
They asked us to leave our house. They told us it was a state of emergency. No warning. They just knocked on the door in the middle of the night.
Officials say the gunman fired 6 to 8 rounds from an AR-15 assault rifle before he was shot and killed by a member of the Secret Service counter assault team. The FBI called it, quote, surprising that he was able to fire at the stage before he was killed.
We do not currently have an identified motive, although our investigators are working tirelessly to attempt to identify what that motive was.
Last night's rally in Pennsylvania was former President Trump's last before the Republican National Convention gets underway here in Milwaukee. Right now, plans are underway to expand the security perimeter around this venue. President Biden spoke with Trump Saturday evening. He condemned the attack.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick.
Trump was treated at a local hospital. He returned to his golf club in New Jersey early this morning.
Yeah, that's interesting that even Biden thinks that this is unacceptable, because it's political principle as the one he is pushing forward that is making especially young people brainwashed. They think that they have to eliminate someone like Donald Trump in order to change the world to be more woke. But I'd like to present to you a theory from Candace Owens about the Donald Trump assassination. Let's see what she says about it. I think her story is quite interesting.
Candace Owens explained the truth about the building that's even around
She's just
in their sight the whole time, and they never took a shot. And now it's being allowed.
This chick, sorry. It was supposed to be Candace Owens herself. That explains. Let's just see this burning doll of Donald Trump while I find that video, because I think it's quite not only ironic, but if people really think that they can burn dolls that resemble Donald Trump, not get any terrorist charge, and expect afterwards that people don't get brainwashed to hurt Donald Trump, you show that it's acceptable. You show that it's okay to do horrible things to Donald Trump just because he is who he is. But the thing is, maybe the Secret Service actually didn't want to help Trump because they were paid off. Let's see what Candace Owens says about that.
The airdrop's not working. Can you just text it? Thank you. So you're telling me that guy walked up and the Secret Service saw him and he's saying this guy's got a gun and they're pretending they don't know what's going on? Do you guys actually believe this was a failure in intelligence? Let me tell you how a security apparatus is supposed to run. Days before they get in and they look at every possible angle in which somebody could hurt the president. They will go, this is the stage. Right there is a problem. They'll mark that as a spot. That right there is a problem. That part, we need to know who this person is. They'll knock on doors. 0% chance that some random person with a rifle was able to scale a roof, unless there was just an unbelievable failure in intelligence. And you want to know why it's unbelievable? Because I don't effing believe it.
If I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof, right there by that tree.
So what she is stating here, and this didn't go into the this wasn't part of this video, but she mentions that her own husband and her visited the NIRA, National Security Agency, no, NSA or NRA, the National Rifles Association then. I think she said NSA, but maybe it was, no, it was NRA, sorry. They visited them, and then Secret Service had actually been close to shooting her husband because he came down a staircase that they didn't have in their protocol of checking out beforehand. And then she rushes over in front of them saying, don't shoot my husband, don't shoot him, he's my husband. So they're very protective. And her argument is that this wasn't protective. They didn't protect the president the way they were supposed to. And I'd like to find another video that shows more about whether the assassination on Trump was fake. But what I'd like to assess is that there is a lack of morality when it comes to talking about this case. If Trump actually got attacked and this person wasn't paid off, wasn't hired by Trump himself or by the CIA or anyone else, and it really was like a school shooting of a teenager that maybe got MK Ultra'd, maybe had some demons that made him do this, or maybe just was very, very sick in wanting to kill Donald Trump. If it's true, everyone who's stating that this was fake, that it was ketchup, needs to give Donald Trump an apology, and or at least recognize that they were wrong. Because morally, like Corona, we've been trained and indoctrinated into believing that the state and the media and the experts are the only one who knows what the truth is and can tell us the way we're supposed to act. But the truth is that it's immoral to judge a person to have made a fake attempt of assassination against themselves in order to get attention if it's not true. Your proof needs to be more than the fact that he didn't have any red stains from blood on his shirt. So that was just important for me to say before we go on. I'd like to show you here an article where it is shown how conspiracy theories and the hate dominated social feeds are after the assassination of Trump. It was 1 day ago. False rumors swirled online seconds after Donald Trump was shot. Staged, they said. Within minutes of the news breaking about the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump, that word was trending on X, former Twitter, in the United States. It's a word that has become synonymous with the conspiracy theories on the fringes of social media, often to cast doubts on an attack or shooting. But the last 24 hours has flooded into mainstream media online conversation, and posts filled with evidence-free speculations, hate, and abuse have ranked up millions of views on X. And the word stage has gone the stage conspiracies go viral. I find it very interesting how, by the way, please comment if you have any questions or disagree with me or anything of that sort. If you want to come online, it would be amazing to hear if someone has a different opinion than mine. But I'd like to just argue here with this article that I think it's interesting how so many conspiracy theories have been censored, have been stapled as fake news, and not appeared in any social media or mainstream media at all. But when this conspiracy theory of it being staged appears, it's all over the news. Everyone talks about it, it goes viral, everyone believes it's staged. But was the assassination against John F. Kennedy staged as well? Who knows if he's still alive? Maybe he's behind the number 17, if you know what I mean. But I think it's very important that we begin to look a level deeper to think that maybe this was a divine timing where people need to wake up to see what we're teaching our children. People need to know that children are easily influenced. And when you burn dolls, like the one I showed you before, oh, it wasn't here. Trump burning. No, let me show you another thing. Decapitated. Yeah, we had Kathy Griffin. It isn't working, is it?
I went too far. I made a mistake and I was wrong.
The apology.
So this comedian Kathy Griffin, she actually made a sketch of or a picture or something of that sort of decapitating Donald J. Trump. Listen up.
Came just hours after the images went viral. Kathy Griffin holding a bloodied likeness of President Donald Trump's head.
Okay, this is being censored. I'll just show you the actual picture. So this is the picture that went viral. Isn't it horrible? I mean, I didn't even burn the doll, first of all, of our president, Mette Frederiksen, and I got charged with terrorism. I just shared a photo of it, of the doll. This is the kind of shit that makes people go rally and actually try to kill this man. I mean, you are igniting a war. This is absolutely insane, but I'm happy to see that she actually did apologize afterwards. Should we hear what she has to say?
I went too far. I made a mistake and I was wrong.
The apology came just hours after the images went viral. Kathy Griffin holding a bloodied likeness of President Donald Trump's head.
The image is too disturbing. I understand how it offends people.
It was not enough for the president. Tweeting this morning, Kathy Griffin should be ashamed of herself. My children, especially my 11-year-old son, Barron, are having a hard time with this. Sick. The First Lady followed.
I agree. That shit is sick. I've actually had pictures made of me as well where I get burned because of the burning doll thing. But that is But did you see? He didn't say go to jail. He didn't say get out of the country or get assassinated, or I mean that's illegal too. But he didn't get Kathy Griffin to prison, did he? Because he fights for freedom of speech as well. So,
as a mother, a wife, and a human being, that photo is very disturbing. It makes you wonder about the mental health of the person who did it.
This is fake blood, just so you know.
The 56-year-old joked during the photo shoot about the possible reaction from law enforcement.
We have to move from Mexico today because we're going to go to prison, federal prison.
Not a joke for the Secret Service, which looks into any possible threat to the president. People weren't laughing online either, calling it disgusting, repugnant, shocking. Chelsea Clinton tweeted, "This is vile and wrong. It is never funny to joke about killing a president."
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Today, CNN announced that Griffin would not be hosting the network's New Year's Eve live show, a job she has done for a decade. Senator Al Franken was tough on his fellow comedian, but not ready to cancel an appearance with Griffin in July.
She did make a very heartfelt, fulsome apology. I think she was thinking she was making some artistic statement, but that image has no place in our political dialogue.
At a time of deep political divisions, a rare agreement over what defines bad taste. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News, New York.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.
The attempted murder of Donald J. Trump.
Gunfire erupted at a campaign rally for former President. Gunfire erupted at a campaign rally for former President Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, Saturday. Trump said a bullet struck him in the ear. Here's how the attack unfolded. President Trump was speaking from a stage located here, with Secret Service snipers in position on the roof of a building behind the stage. The suspected gunman was on the roof of another building less than 450 feet away from where Trump was speaking, with a clear line of sight.
And look what happened to our country.
Moments before the shooting, we can hear nearby spectators saying they see someone with a gun. At the same time, while Trump speaks, the Secret Service snipers can be seen facing the gunman's direction. We see the agent on the roof pick his head up just before shots ring out at 6:15.
So, the president's sniper actually sees the gunman just moments before. But there were, I'll show you a video next, where you see both the spectators, Trump speaking, and some people seeing the gunman, that within 3 minutes, the first person says there is a man with a gun, and the reaction wasn't optimal. That sniper should have gotten a message way earlier, but are you allowed to shoot a sniper before he shuts the first shot? If they were to do so, they maximally would be allowed to maybe shoot him in the foot. But it is interesting that just moments before he gets shot, the sniper looks up. The president's sniper looks up and sees this guy.
Secret Service agents rush to pull Trump to the ground.
And then some people who claim to be awake, but aren't awake to realizing that Trump is a good guy that fights for Jesus and God. They say, oh, but why didn't they pull him away immediately? Why did they just push him down and stay there? Well, they have to secure the area. They have to make sure that the sniper's down and before moving, because as soon as they move along, they are a target once more and they have to be a secure pace place when this happened. And then Trump here gets up and is being covered by the Secret Service, but shows he had one moment, goes fight, fight, fight without saying a word, but shows that people have to move on even though they get shot. But people also are against him in this reaction. If you're too tough, you are being it is a claim to be tyranny. If you're too soft, you're being a Biden demented pussy. But if you, as Donald Trump did here, seem courageous and show that people shouldn't be afraid, as it also says in the Bible, he gets ridiculed. Often it's people who aren't Christian that instead are spiritual who go after Trump the most.
As they rush him from the stage, blood can be seen on the bleachers behind where Trump was speaking. A spectator was killed and 2 more were critically injured at the event. The suspected gunman, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, was shot and killed.
So he got shot in the head after this happened. If this is real, it was a miracle that Donald J. Trump is alive. Now, I'd just like to show you not only my Facebook, but this is my old Facebook. Alexandra. I'll just show you the one that I'm using the most. I, by the way, made a little meme because we got married the same day that the attempt happened, and I've prayed to 17 that something would happen that would confirm that we're all connected and prove that it's true. I also had a debate with a Danish guy who believes that it was fake. But I'd just like to show you this clip. The estimated time.
Look, they're all pointing. He was doing his job. I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. You see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House.
Nope.
Yeah, look.
There he is.
Easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people. Criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here.
On the roof.
It's much tougher than if it happened.
You went on the roof, big guy.
They see
In recorded history, we're the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love?
So Donald Trump, just 1 second before 17. So Donald Trump, we saw earlier in his message out, he said that he gives great thanks to the Secret Service men. But here, 1 minute, 2 minutes before the assassination, people were alarmed and spoke up about this guy being close to Donald J. Trump.
Love so much. You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you?
And I think this is also a point that is quite interesting. He often does this, but he began improvising and saying that he would go off the teleprompter. I think that shows also a bit of how real he really is. I mean, he just speaks from the heart. I think it's crazy that people think that this was fake, but yeah, let's see.
Because these teleprompters are so damn boring. I try and explain that. Oh, there's it. Wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to see something, you say.
So this is seconds before it happens. Some policeman on the left is running towards the young man. Trump is still improvising. The sniper from the president. I have to investigate to see if presidents choose their own secret service. I believe that it's a standard that each president has the same secret service, but they could be influenced. So I would choose my own secret service as well. But let's see. Did you see he just looked up? This is about half a minute, 30 seconds before he actually shoots. The sniper notices the young man. And then you see also there are a couple of shots before he hits Trump right around his ear. I mean, it's a complete miracle. And then he keeps shooting, or the Secret Service shoots against him. I think they put him down because they needed to get a message of the sniper being shot before moving.
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
We got breaking news. Coming in. Shots fired. Seems to be shots fired at the Trump rally.
So these people are shouting, come here, because someone got shot. Someone got shot in the head.
We need to go live right now. We are live right now at the Trump rally. We don't know if President Trump has been shot. We know he hit the ground. We do not know if President Trump has been shot. He's up. He's up. Shots are still continuing to be fired.
They say shots are still fired. I get affected by, did you see someone actually got shot in the head, someone innocent? People are laughing and saying it was fake.
He's giving a thumbs up, everybody.
And then he goes, the Secret Service is about to pull him away, and Trump moves them off and goes, fight, fight, fight.
He's giving a thumbs up.
And it says in the middle, watch the very moment the photo was taken. It was an amazing photo. I think it's a photo for Liberty, that one.
Breaking news right now. This is Vanessa Broussard reporting to you live from Butler, Pennsylvania. We hear shots fired at the rally not 10 to 15 minutes after President Trump arrived. He hit the ground. Unheard of yet if he has been hit by gunfire. Secret Service quickly erupted.
We can see the guy
down.
down.
The snipers on the building behind the.
I think they hit him because the guy looks dead.
Yeah, so I just wanted you guys to see exactly what happened at this point in time. I think people need to wake up because someone actually got shot, someone actually was killed. And I think people need to realize that if it's true and if Donald had died yesterday, what the world would look like. How he also lost himself. He isn't a guy with a lack of humor. He knows that everything is a joke, but he takes freedom very seriously. He takes borders very seriously. He wants to protect people and is being ridiculed all the time. And this woke brainwashing made a young man attempt to kill him. And now people are saying it's staged. I believe it isn't. And I just like also to show you the photo that they were mentioning here. It's where he shows that people need to keep on fighting, right? I used it on my wedding photo as well, this one. Yeah. So I really think that people need to wake up and realize that even though you have some kind of issue with Trump, believing he is a Zionist, believing he's an insider, a controlled opposition, or whatever you want to call him, just imagine a world without him. I was told that when I got married, some friends were giving me the advice that if I get mad at him for spilling his coffee or something that's not a big deal, or maybe is, I just had to imagine what if he wasn't there. And I think we all need to imagine what if there was a world without Donald Trump, and how I've given the opportunity for everyone to show me, prove me wrong when saying that this was real and that Donald Trump is divinely protected. But if you really spoke the truth, you would come on, you would take the debate with me. But it is a kind of a one-sided track when it's only me that's speaking, because I won't be saying it's staged. I won't be saying that that he made this himself. Maybe it was the CIA, maybe it was the Secret Service who intentionally didn't protect him. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was a young guy, as the school shootings, who was easily influenced. But absolutely, positively, for sure, the woke ass world we're living in needs to realize how we are influencing our children, especially, but everyone around us. We need to realize that people are being influenced to be very aggressive when it comes to Antifa and the ones who George Soros pays off, and also the woke world. People who are trans are often very aggressive when they're given the incorrect pronoun. And now, the very last thing that I want to show you. Wait, I just need to find it before we close off. Let's go with a bang. Tom McDonald, you missed. Oh wait, this is reaction. This is my favorite song now. Love you, Tom McDonald.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to you're racist if you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election, they got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president. I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. Thought y'all were tolerant, thought we were equals. I thought you valued how everyone feels. Then why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of Antifa? Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom and afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock him up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed. Told us trust the science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Biden can't stop them, he don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I tried to give y'all a chance, like maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong, cause y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along. Wanna protest? Go hard. Wanna burn sites? Go off. But y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Y'all the terrorists when you're armed. Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom and afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock him up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed.
Freedom ain't afraid of violence. It's gonna keep being free. Here we got a message from Kent Nielsen, my brother from another mother, but my soul brother in the name of Jesus. He says, yes, no one wants to take the debate with you because people are
I've been hearing that they think my political music is boring.
Because people are guessing. Let me just see here. A message. I'll take it from the top. We'll finalize it with this note from Kent Nielsen, a Danish freedom fighter who especially has fought against the corona narrative and visited vaccine center after vaccine center in order to stop them with the gene therapy of humanity. So here, Kent Nielsen, yes, no one wants to take the debate with you because people are just guessing about. And also believe in partially the mainstream media and that everything is a divide and conquer. They the ones who they can't conquer, they want to make shameful. So he's saying here that people are being influenced in thinking that everything is a divide and conquer, everything is planned. But Trump can't be bought. He's too both powerful, but also has too much money. So they just want to make him shameful. I mean, to talk badly about him in such a big way that they hope that he finally will give up. But he's a strong man, and I'm sure that if not tomorrow, then the day after, he will be back on the rallies, talking about how he will be president in 2025. I will also be campaigning with the Community Spirit Party for Freedom, and I won't be ashamed in saying that we support Trump. I hope you will as well. All love, V. Set the truth free with VTV.